The shocking and damning testimony from Bheki Cele that could make Senzo Mchunu and Shadrack Sibiya join Cat Matlala in jail. But after Bheki Cele's testimony, Mchunu and Sibiya may soon be joining him behind bars. Cele's account suggests a far more sinister plot, one that could see Mchunu and Sibiya trading their suits for prison uniforms. The future of South Africa's police force and the careers of these powerful figures hangs in the balance. Cele's testimony builds on accusations that Matlala belongs to a drug trafficking group called the Big Five, and that he has used his resources to support political crimes. According to the details shared, Matlala approached Cele with stories of being pulled into schemes involving Mchunu's hopes for top positions in the African National Congress, or ANC. This ties into wider probes by the committee, which is examining how drug cartels may have seeped into politics and law enforcement. Cele described how Matlala claimed to have been asked to fund a major project aimed at boosting someone's bid for ANC president or deputy president, a role that appears linked to Mchunu based on the context of the discussions. Such funding allegedly involved talks with Mchunu and an ANC-aligned businessman named Brown Mukhotsi, whom Mchunu has acknowledged knowing as a political comrade but not closely. These allegations gain weight from Cele's recounting of his first encounter with Matlala in December 2024 at the Beverly Hills Hotel in Durban, a luxurious spot where Cele often had breakfast. The meeting was arranged by Bonga Nimpungose, known as Mabonga, a man with connections to private security and the taxi industry through his family ties. Mabonga, who later met a tragic end in a shooting outside a Santon restaurant in March 2025, where he and two bodyguards lost their lives, had set up this unexpected gathering. Cele explained that he initially did not recognize Matlala but recalled a recent news article portraying him unfavorably. During their talk, Matlala expressed concerns about being caught in internal police conflicts and revealed details about approaches for financial support toward political goals. Adding layers to this narrative, Cele disclosed that Matlala mentioned meetings with Mchunu and Mukhotsi to discuss this funding project. This directly challenges Mchunu's earlier statements to the committee, where he denied ever seeing Matlala in person and described his relationship with Mukhotsi as distant, spanning only 8 years without deep ties. Mchunu has also defended his decision to disband the Political Killings Task Team, or PKTT, based in KwaZulu-Natal, at the end of last year, insisting it stemmed from legitimate reasons rather than pressure from suspects aiming to hinder investigations. Yet Cele's account suggests otherwise, implying that such moves might have served to protect certain interests amid these political maneuvers. The testimony further implicates Shadrack Sibiya, who faces suspension over related accusations in this scandal. Cele alleged that Matlala described how Sibiya pressured him to file a complaint following a raid on Matlala's home on the 6th of December 2024 by a Gauteng counterintelligence unit. This raid, assisted by PKTT members who traveled from KwaZulu-Natal under the command of crime intelligence head Dumisani Khumalo, reportedly involved claims of stolen items like a Rolex watch and jewelry. Matlala supposedly told Cele that Sibiya drafted an affidavit for him to sign, accusing the PKTT team of theft, which could have undermined the raid's legitimacy and cast doubt on Khumalo's leadership. This fits into a pattern where Khumalo's arrest earlier in 2025, along with 6 colleagues on charges of irregular appointments, is seen by some as an effort to disrupt key investigations benefiting crime suspects. Cele's interactions with Matlala extended beyond that initial hotel meeting. Cele also mentioned a meeting at a residence in Zimbali Estate in Durban, which he later learned belonged to Hangwani Momela, a figure connected to major irregularities at Tembisa Hospital in Gauteng. The Special Investigating Unit has probed syndicates linked to Momela, uncovering issues with about 816 million rand in contracts, including 3 companies tied to Matlala that received deals worth around 13.5 million rand.
Frustrates if you work with police. Now, across the justice system, one major problem for the police is something called bail. Well, I'm always told that is a constitutional right. That thing is a mess. That thing called bail is a mess. You know, you go to Tembisa, you find a guy called BP. BP had 43 cash heists and 5 bails. 43 caches and 5 bails.
43 cases or 43 alleged
43.
alleged cases?
No, he takes the money. Maybe it's not alleged if he doesn't take your money. But, well, he's arrested now. But he has been arrested and getting bail, arrested and getting bail, and arrested and getting bail. So, police get frustrated with that. One major frustration was a guy called Ntuli, not this one. Ntuli is accused number 5 in the case of
Mayor.
Senzo Mchunu.
Yeah.
Ntuli, as we speak, he's doing 6 life sentences. He was found guilty and sentenced, but got an appeal, or got the right to appeal and given the bail. When he has been found guilty and sentenced to 6 life sentences, still given the bail. And some of the people that he went after are those that gave evidence against him for him to get life.
What is your response to Minister Mchunu saying that the PKTT was disestablished?
By who?
Already since 2022.
Disestablished by who?
Well, it's not quite clear what he's saying, who said so. I think we have asked him, I think honourable members of the committee asked him, and that it's an illegal structure.
The president instructs the ministries. The ministers go there. The ministers call their relevant top officials of the department to bring all components together. They come together. The team is formed. The team starts the work, and will agree. Maybe you are not going on details of the success and all that. It continues up to the end of the 5th administration. Comes the 6th administration. It continues, and these interministerials, as these ministers, the new under the ministries, they are there, and it goes for election 2024. This is there. I don't remember anywhere as the chair and those that we're working with talking about dismantling this team at all. What I would also remember is that, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, on the 7th of March 2024, the same team went to brief the president about the activities that they were doing in Fort Hare, since it was requested by the president to look at the matters of how it came about on that one. So this is now March 2024. We're going for election May. So this team is still active. I don't remember anywhere as a person that was almost involved at all in the understanding of activities. I don't remember the team being disbanded until I saw the letter that was written on the 21st December.
The 31st of December.
31st of December, when we're drinking and dancing. In my view, PKTT was established by the IMC under the leadership of the president, and therefore only the IMC could disestablish it. I have heard in these proceedings the submission that no IMC had been established under the 7th administration. I submit that this argument is incorrect. The IMC consists of ministries that form the multidisciplinary team, not the political incumbents, the ministers, who may change with each administration. The IMC, therefore, continued to exist even under the 7th administration. The Minister of Police, therefore, had to consult with the IMC that had established the PKTT before deciding to disband it. Any disestablishment of PKTT would also have to be done in consultation with the departments that form part of the steering committee of the IMC that had oversight over the PKTT. I can add to say there is also a JCPS cluster. If maybe it's not very clear with the existence, JCPS cluster, which Minister of Justice and Minister of Police are co-chairs. It could have been discussed there. Maybe if really it doesn't, it could have been, the clearance could have been sought from the president that there is this, what do I do, does it exist or not? But it cannot just one swallow that makes summer here. Which is a minister of police that does not take on board the rest of everybody that is there to talk about this thing. I'm not going to make a conclusion whether it's illegal. I'm not a lawyer, but procedurally, I do not agree with it. The way that it has come through, it should have reversed it the same way back. Chairperson, there is a funny chain here. I don't know how I got in the group of Michelle. I'm in that group.
A WhatsApp group.
The WhatsApp group.
You be careful of these WhatsApps.
I never write, but most of these things come from that Marshall thing.
Who's all on that group?
Marshall and his husband and her husband.
Yeah.
Morgan. So those are expensive, but there are other ones. I think it's Huela, and then there are people that they correspond with. There is hashtag Minister of Police. There is hashtag Adams. I think is a member of Parliament. There was a hashtag chair of portfolio committee. I don't know if he's still there, but he was also corresponding very closely with the Michelle. So this Michelle, so you get these things, but because I don't write, I don't say anything and all that. I don't think they are aware that I'm there and reading these things. Some of them are big about me personally, that how criminal I am. So, but I don't ask anybody. I sit and I look how criminal I am, and so keep quiet. But Bashir, you know, we'll come to that later. That was written by Meriti Haas, writing National Commissioner on the 22nd of January, asking him, why have you not implemented the instruction of the minister? This is Diaz writing National Commissioner. And that letter, I think it was 12 hours, that it was also on Michelle. But Michelle is quite big. So I received these things from Michelle. I hope they won't disestablish me now out of.
Not immediately anyway.
The real one that has taken the center stage is a PKTT. So when I looked at the letter, I said, but this can't be. The letter opens 3 political task giving. The first word is in 2019, which is wrong. In 2019, that is wrong. A directive was made to the National Commission of Police following Morano Commission. That is wrong. There is no direction made to the national. The direction was made to the interministerial. That then invited other people. And it was not after Morane. It was after the president has made an announcement in Maritzburg. Later it came to Parliament, but earlier has made that standing on a white heap, saying these ministries must go there. So this Morane can't be correct. Then they say it's flowing from there. The interministerial task force be established, and it's not the force, it's the interministerial committee. The key mandate was correct: stop, investigate, resolve unresolved matters, which is a stabilization of the situation. That one is correct. My observation in this regard, which should not be the individual observation, it should be the observation of the committee, I guess. Is that further existence of this team is no longer required, nor is it adding any value of policing in South Africa. I therefore direct that the political task team be disestablished immediately. Further, that a preliminary report in this regard be submitted to the minister by the 20th. Observing it, if it were me, I would have said, give me the report on the 20th of this task team. And armed with the report, then I would know what decision I'm taking. But to dismantle and want the report, what is the report for now? Because the decision is taken. But it goes on to say, this is 20th of January. The final and closing report must be submitted to the Ministry Management Executive Committee meeting in January 2025, the date of which will be communicated as soon as possible. It does look like there is an issue with this January. Well, the letter is written few hours before January. Yes, it's December, but it's 5. We are just to come to January. The letter is written and then give report 20th January. I don't know if the letter did come, the report, but 22nd of January, Mary Diaz writes the letter to the National Commissioner and moves, asking him, have you done
General,
what to a report I have just received? I don't know you received this report from who? Mary Diaz. I don't know his house. I don't know his wife. He doesn't know my house. He doesn't know my wife, doesn't know my family and all. So it can't be my friend. He's an acquaintance because we talk to him about issues. Secondly, the journalist argues that he sent the message to the management of Capitac, where he has this flat stroke penthouse, saying to the management, this is my friend, Bheki Cele is my friend and a business partner. If he comes there, please open the place to sleep. I must admit, SC, it would be nice to get a free place to sleep. It would be nice to go to Pretoria and sleep free when you don't work. Even if you work, you would have taken it, but then report and declare that has happened. But it's not true that I'm his business partner. I say to the journalist, that's an easy question to deal with. Go to the register, those people, property, and those register business. Pull where I've registered as a business partner and say, you are a business partner of Matlala. So don't ask me something that you can prove very easy.
Thanks, Chair. General Mabonga, apart from being known as a child...
Come again, that...
Mabonga.
Okay, Mabonga.
Yeah, Mabonga.
Yes.
Apart from being known as a child of some taxi, what in KZN, he was a well-known thug in Gauteng, a criminal of note. Was that known to you at that time?
Well, I know that he has been arrested at some time. Criminal of note, not exactly, but arrested. Yes, I know that he had a criminal record, Honorable Member. I said, don't go too far. I don't know Mohoz, I don't know Malif. I know Matlala. So if you pull them together, I might get confused because I don't know.
But you know, you've met Matlala.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's telling you that.
But I don't know Mlife. I've seen him getting the bail now and again. I've read that he has been arrested in London, but he still gets the bail after bail. So, yes, and stories how he gets the bail, that somebody was paid for the bail and the police knew that he was going to bail so long he pays that person. So I don't know. I don't know Mohodzi either. I only know that he comes from Maheke. This thing, it might be an issue, remains a suspicion to me, that is got to do with the processes of the African National Congress CAM conference. But a person who can affirm what's an issue is a person who wants me arrested using this 2012 and sending these things and promising Matlala that I'll be arrested soon. So that's a person that can explain. My could be the suspicion that maybe the suspicion that I'm not supporting the cause of somebody becoming a president or deputy president. Maybe I'm supporting other people. That one is mine. I'm not going to tell you. I meet Matlala because now we're engaged on this presidential thing and me and all that, but talk other things. One thing that took me aback in the meeting of Zimbabwe is when I saw his protection guys. And I began to say that looks like there are faces I know here. What nearly made me fall down is when he told me that some of those guys, 23 of them, has recruited them from Special Task Force of the Army. I said to myself, what is this? He has taken 23 of the Special Task Force of the Army to guard him.
They're even recruiting some of our best, highly trained officers.
Let's say I'm giving you the story that scared me. Why I'm scared of this story is because I've spoken to Nhlanhla earlier on and gave me the information that we have lost 56 members of the Special Task Force of Police to the taxi industry. 56. Now, I'm told that to train one member of the Special Task Force is 1.1 million to be all-rounder. One. We have lost 56 to the taxi industry. Maybe there where I threaten you of knowing. But I've got two issues here. That I can't have such a production to the private security. That's the first fear. The second fear is that looks like we're increasing the capabilities of the private security versus the state. Because I don't care how many you send, there will be a serious battle between 56 guys in the tax industry with the 20 guys you send of the Special Task Force.
Minister, you'll agree that there is a difference between personal protectors and inkabi. Because when a person is employed to look after you as a high profile or a taxi person, that person does exactly that. And there are people who are hired to kill people. And that is the purpose of hiring inkabi for that purpose. Am I correct?
You are correct, Honorable Member. But it does happen that the very same protectors are used sometimes as inkabi and come back to their job. But there is a pool of people that are there just calling their price. There is that group of people. So that's why, and there are people that genuinely protect their principals. They call them their principals, even in taxi industry and all that. And I would not call those people syndicates.
Did you know of any of the allegations lezi ezikhulunywayo ngoGeneral uSibiya zokuthi eGauteng wayethenge equipment engekho emthethweni to nanokuthi uMr Herman Mashaba we-Action SA bafihla information from ulokhunja from former public protector mayelana necompetence yakhe ukuthi akayiphasile base bemcasha?
I knew a problem about the equipment, the gadget, the competence and all that I heard from you for the very first time. And I was surprised. I didn't know about that. But I did know that there were problems about the question of gadget.
Thanks for watching.